Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We are gonna talk about this awesome 2025 Cimarron Windstar 3-horse gooseneck behind me. But this trailer has a lot more meaning than just the trailer itself. It's what it's gonna be involved with as far as an event that's upcoming. So this trailer is actually gonna be at the 6th annual 1033 State Trooper Memorial Roping that's gonna be held in Florence, Colorado on October 5th. It's a Saturday, October 5th, down there at that event center. That is going to be the 6th annual that this group is putting together. This is a great event. We're really proud and happy to be involved in it. A little bit of background. So this event allows community members, families, and ropers to come together to remember our fallen heroes. They take great pride in the proceeds going to the families 100% tax-free so they can help heal and also for some of the unforeseeable costs that they have to fight. So if you can't make the event, but you want to be involved, maybe you're not even a roper, but you have something else going on that weekend, you can go onto their website, which is www.1033stmr.org. You can donate there. You can jump over to their Facebook page. That's 1033 State Trooper Memorial Roping. We're going to have those links down below for you to go to. That way you can just go directly to them and help out in any way you can there. But again, at Transwest, Cimarron Trailers, Mammoth Graphics, we're all extremely happy and proud to be part of this event. We encourage you to go out there. They're going to have 2 ropings going on. There's an 8.5 and a 10.5. You're going to have 2 arenas going on simultaneously. The high point individual in the 10.5 roping, when the event's all said and done, is going to get this Cimarron sitting here. There's also other prizes for the 8.5 and cash prizes throughout it. But talk about a great event to go to. This is the one. Circle on your calendars and say, I'm going to that one. It's for a great cause. It's not just a roping over a weekend. So definitely go check this one out. So with all that being said, now let's talk about this trailer that you have the potential to win. Let's go ahead and take a look at the drawing itself. Again, it's a 2025 Cimarron Windstar 3-horse gooseneck that we're looking at. It is 18 foot on the floor, has a front tack room. It's got a 3/8 short wall with a 4-foot offset. Really well equipped. We're going to show you all these cool features on this trailer. We're a standard 7'1" tall, standard 6'10" wide. So with Cimarron, you're going to get your all aluminum construction, 8-year hardware warranty, 8-year structure warranty, 3-year hardware warranty. But if we look at this trailer, a couple cool things. You're going to start noticing we put a wrap on this thing too with Mammoth Graphics. If you need some graphics, anything like that being done, give them a call. As you can see, we did a Cimarron logo, a Transwest logo on here, and we'll show you the rest of the wrap. But let's walk you through the trailer. First and foremost, you're going to get a cool B&W coupler on this guy. Cimarron and B&W teamed up a couple years ago, just kind of by chance. So they were at their factory looking at some robotic welders. Said, boy, we're having a hard time getting a hold of couplers right now. And they said, well, help us design one for you. And they did. So this is the 3rd generation. It's rated for 25,000 pounds. Underneath the gooseneck, you're going to get a manual crank jack. Spare tires elevated, and the reason why is if you wanted to upgrade to a hydraulic jack after the fact, after you win this, you have a really good 10.5 roping on that Saturday. You want to upgrade to that, you can. We've elevated the spare because it takes a little bit bigger footprint as far as the electric over hydraulic version versus the manual. Framework's there for a battery box if you want to add that, but again, that's why it's elevated, because of that larger footprint that you're going to see there. 8.5 long nose, so a lot longer versus a lot of the competitors. When you drop that tailgate on a long box, you can walk through this in between the trailer and the actual tailgate itself. I love that about this. Also, a 53.5-inch gooseneck drop. So if you got one of these newer trucks with a taller bed, worried about bed clearance, making sure the trailer's running level, this 53-inch gooseneck drop versus the standard 50, it makes a big difference. We can level this trailer out, equal weight distribution, plenty of bed coverage as well. There's a good look at that wrap too. So This is a really cool design. Again, really happy to work with a manufacturer like Cimarron, Mammoth Graphics, and then again with this group, the 1033. So let's take a look at this front tack room. Big 42-inch wide door. And the reason why a 42-inch wide door is a couple reasons. One is mainly going to be this, a swing out saddle rack. So 3-tier saddle pads on here. These are all adjustable, so we can slide them up and down if we want. But if you noticed when this door opened, some of our competitors will do a 36-inch wide door on their swing outs. Cut 6 inches off, and think about those big rope saddles on here dragging across these door frames. You're not going to have that with this because of that larger door. The other thing is, if I have saddles here, I can literally walk through here. Some of those you can't get in or out, but you got your swing out there. If you notice, the fold-up step coming in makes a big difference walking into this tack room. This past Saturday, we actually had some customers come through and they said, man, we looked at that trailer and that tack room is perfect. That is the perfect setup for this type of a trailer. 4-tier blanket pole rack on the door. It's on a gas shock as well. Slide your blankets, your pads on there. You got a brush tray for the smaller miscellaneous items. Throw them in the door and keep them organized. But then as you come into the tack room, 12-inch boot box. This is great because you can throw smaller items in here that are kind of maybe shift as you're driving. Works as a great step to hop up into the gooseneck, and then maybe if you just need somewhere to sit down, you got a nice little bench there. Carpet on the deck and the drop wall. You got an LED light there. There's also an LED light above the door itself too. Those are the OptiBright lights, put out a lot of lighting. Over to the right is going to be a plexiglass tray. So when we pull the plexiglass out of the stock sides on this that we'll show you in a little bit, you can set them in there. They're cut at 4-foot sections, so you can set them in there, keeping them nice and organized, a place for them to live. They're not just thrown up on the deck, anything like that. A little helpful tip is when you take out a section, if it's passenger upper, tape them together and write that on there. Then go to your next section. I fought a trailer on Saturday that came in on trade with the plexiglass, not marked anything, and it took me about a half hour, and it's just frustrating. So if you just take those couple steps, it makes a world of difference when you're putting them away, but there's a great place for that. Behind me on the short wall is gonna be a shelf with a clothes bar. So 18 inches deep, 2-inch lip, and then the clothes bar underneath it. This is fantastic. If you're at an event, you need to change shirts, or you don't want to take up all that room in the back of the truck with your hanging clothes. It's actually got a place for it to live in here. Keep it organized, keep it clean, but again, maybe not take up that space. Directly behind me is going to be a row of bridle hooks. Those are aluminum powder coating, so they're really strong and stout. You can hang a lot of stuff on them because of the height and depth off them. Head stalls, reins, halters, lead ropes. You step into a lot of trailers that come in on trade, or we see them in pictures, and stuff's hanging off everywhere because they're not big hooks. Cimarron's done a good job designing those. And then you have the carpet behind them, so as things shift, you're not actually scuffing up the wall itself. We see that a lot on some trades, and it deadens some of that noise for the horses on the other side. Last piece is going to be a corner water tank actually behind that saddle rack. It's a 25-gallon High Country Plastics gravity feed. Fill at the top, empty at the bottom. But it's nice to carry water on the actual trailer if you're traveling summer months. Maybe you have a horse that only likes water from home, or if you're going to an event and the hydrant is a long ways away, you don't have to pack buckets. You've got it right here at the trailer itself. So as we come out of the tack room, I'm just going to go ahead and shut up this door. One, we want to check out that cool wrap that's on it, but also show you how easy this guy functions. Literally flips up, it's on a gas shock, and it's out of the way for you, but those steps are definitely nice features to have. So we have a 16-inch awning light, kind of about center of the trailer. That way you've got some light coverage down and out. LED button lights on this guy as well. We put a couple extras on here, dress the trailer up a little bit. there's a good look at that plexiglass I was showing you. And the reason why it's important to keep track of it, we have a long wall and a short wall even in the stall area, so we have different lengths. But this track is built into all Cimarron stock trailers. Helpful tip, pocket knife. You literally just get one ahead of the other with help of the knife, and then once you get your first one slid out, very easy to get all the rest of them out. But it's nice to be able to seal that trailer up a little bit more if you need it, and then open it up in the hot months. 3 tie rings out here. Then we're going to jump down. We have 2 6,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles, 16-inch aluminum wheels, the black and silver. It ties in really well with the extrusion, the plexiglass, and then the wrap on this one. Electric brakes. With these tires, you're going to get a 1-year, no questions asked warranty. So if you catch a nail, you have a blowout, road debris, anything like that, they'll stand behind it for 1 year owning this trailer. And that is from that purchase date or that date that you actually take ownership when you win this trailer. All right, we get to the back. You're going to notice dual 50/50 gates on this guy here. These are individual, so you can open one at a time. You don't have to go in a certain sequence, any type of order. Open them up, you got your holdbacks. As you can see, kick mats. You're gonna have kick mats in the stall area, also on the rear doors as well. And as we hop in to the stall area, solid dividers, stud divider at the first stall. These are some of the things we wanted. We didn't want to just build a 3-horse and say, okay, whatever's standard, just go with it like that. We wanted it well equipped for you. So stud divider is an extra add-on there. This is nice because if you're only hauling 2 head of horses and maybe you need to use this first stall for storage, you can. Or if you've got a horse you need to kind of separate from everybody else, you've got that opportunity there as well. Now, this trailer is tipped towards passenger side, so they have these big springs. You can see they're trying to pull these dividers back because of the stud divider having a little bit more material. Because it's sloped, it's wanting to come off the wall a little bit. If this is flat or even tipped to driver's side, this divider's sitting over here. But nice to have this stud divider. These are really easy to operate. So you can see how it was one-handed operation. That is key. That's what we strive for and what Cimarron strives for. You're leading the horse. I don't want to have to hold the divider open. I don't want to have to hold the divider in place to try to drop a pin. Slam latch on this guy. Heavy UHMW plastic paddle latch, aluminum powder coated, cast piece that goes around it. Everything has a smooth edge, no metal to metal contact, creating a lot of rattle in here. Again, very, very easy to operate. We'll show you the escape door when we get to the outside, but when you're looking at a Cimarron, you know, again, like I mentioned, everything has a smooth edge to it, everything has a radius, keep everybody nice and safe. But what we've got on the floor is the industry's best floor. So it's a 12-inch deck piece with 4-inch centers. There's a V-truss on it. This is the best floor in the market wherever you have a horse standing on a support beam. So nice solid foundation, just like you were building a house. You want to start off solid there and then building up, and then it just gets stronger and stronger as it goes. But talk about an incredible floor you're going to get on this trailer. Also, another feature that you're going to get that would be an upgrade on most manufacturers is going to be this roof. That is a insulated roof that is standard on every single Cimarron. It's a fiberglass roof, R3 thermal value, half-inch thick, reinforced honeycomb design, so it's strong. It'll withstand big hail. I can walk on it, 150 pounds per square foot. It's not going to dent it. So talk about an incredible roof. More importantly is what it does for our horses. Again, we got to think about them. It is a horse trailer. So with that being said, it keeps the stall area 20% cooler than aluminum sheeted roofs. That makes a big difference in the summer as far as heat goes. Two-way roof vents, we can manipulate more airflow for you. Again, just what an incredibly set up stall area on this trailer for you as well. Couple LED lights up on the top rail. Those are just like what we saw in the tack room up there. And then you have a butt strap that goes across this opening. Because this is a larger rear opening on this one, you know, no rear tack, anything like that, the strap just makes more sense than a large piece of metal going across there and trying to break it loose. But it's nice to have that safety feature when you go to open up these back doors by having that strap. Okay, you're gonna notice another 8-inch awning light at the back. And then in those marker lights, these tail lights at the back, you're actually gonna have a built-in backup light in there as well. So when you put your truck in reverse, those backup lights will come on. You've actually got 2 on the top rail and 2 on the side as well. So a lot of light coverage when you get in unfamiliar places or somewhere in the dark. It's nice to have that. Again, truck backup lights are a long ways away. You're gonna notice that rear spoiler. So that's a feature we do on quite a few trailers here at Transwest. And there is a purpose for it. The guys at Mammoth did a great job. We said, hey, try to come up with something clever for that. So, you know, they did the blue line up there for the event, but the spoiler does have a purpose. If you live down dirt roads, travel down dirt roads in your passenger vehicle, your truck, whatever it is, you're gonna notice that the back bumper, you're gonna have a lot of dirt just accumulating, a lot of that dust. Well, it's no different than on trailers. It comes to the back and it swirls. It's actually gonna try to go into the trailer itself. So now we have horses breathing dust. We don't wanna do that from a respiratory standpoint. So that spoiler is actually gonna force that air down and away from the trailer so we don't have as much swirl. I know our GM runs a snowmobile trailer and he loves going up to the mountain in the wintertime, and he says, boy, the back of my trailer is basically spotless and everybody else's trailer is covered with, you know, it's mag chloride or snow, ice, all that built up at the back. So that spoiler does make a big difference as far as that's concerned. Okay, over here on driver's side, the escape door I mentioned on the inside, it's got the kick mat on it as well. This is great because if you need to access, if you have some feed, some bedding, a cooler, those type of items that, you know, you're using this stall for, you can access it with still having horses loaded. If you do have somebody sitting there, you've got a chest bar to protect it if you do crack this door open. But nice to be able to access into that stall area, you know, from the side as well. Another 16-inch awning light up top there. Another good look at all those graphics that we did on this trailer. So, talk about a cool prize. I mean, we've been involved with this group for a few years. Again, we take a lot of pride in that, and we're, you know, what they're doing, we want to help support them. You know, so you're going to get an incredible trailer. Again, a lot of these giveaway trailers are kind of some basic standards. This has got some extras on it, and I mean, just talk about an unbelievable prize that you're going to be able to potentially win at that 10.5 roping as the high point individual when the event's done, is this Cimarron Windstar 3-horse gooseneck that we're looking at right here. So what we want to do is, one, we want to give a shout out to the individuals that put on this event for the 1033 State Trooper Memorial Roping. We're really proud of those guys. We're glad they've come together for this. We also want to give a shout out to Mammoth Graphics for doing such an incredible job on this wrap that we're looking at here. Cimarron Trailers for their involvement and just building such a high quality trailer for us to give to this event. And then obviously everyone at Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We take a lot of pride, and I'm very proud just as an individual to be part of an organization that gives back so much and is involved in these type of events. So shout out to everybody involved there. So again, if you can make the roping, again, it's Saturday, October 5th down in Florence. You can get some information again at their website. Again, those links are down low. You can go check those out. But again, even if you can't be involved in the event, again, hit up those links, maybe donate. It's going to a great cause. We want to give a shout out to all those who serve and protect us every day and put their lives on the line for us. So for everybody here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV, thanks for tuning in. Come see us out at the event and be a part of this great event with this great group.